to sustain in their heroic struggle the champions of the old, we shall not be denied the strength to do our duty.
And that here I am, an Englishman, welcomed in your midst, makes this experience one of the most moving and thrilling in my life.
In 1929, British politician, artist, writer and popular orator Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill ventured west on a working tour across North America. At the time, he was in his late 50s, having just held the position as Chancellor of the Exchequer in Britain, a position similar to Canada's Minister of Finance today.
Well, he was living paycheck to paycheck from writing. So these book tours, along with being able to kind of have a vacation and go places, it had a real purpose of making sure that he could continue to eat. He had a very good relationship with Premier McBride. BC felt like they were being stiffed by by Ottawa. So of course, Premier McBride, in a show that you'd never see these days, booked his own ticket to the UK just to make sure that he could barge into the room and start yelling about how BC didn't get enough money in this particular one. And Churchill thought that was just wonderful because this was completely insane.
When Mr. Churchill went to Canada, what a reception he got on arrival in Ottawa.
A highly respected statesman within the British Empire, Canadians rolled out the red carpet for Churchill, gathering in large numbers to hear him speak.
I travelled down by rail from Quebec to Vancouver with frequent stops and excursions for the purpose of fishing and painting.
And in September, he found his way to Victoria.
I stayed here in this magnificent government house.
Churchill apparently was very, disappointed that he was never actually able to get out here when his friend was alive. And so it was kind of a, better late than never. McBride, of course, died in 1917.
Wednesday, September 4th, 1929, Churchill sailed to Victoria from Vancouver aboard a Canadian Pacific rail ship. He had his brother, nephew and son with him, accompanied by BC's Lieutenant Governor, Robert Randolph Bruce.
We were greeted at the steamship terminal by the acting Premier, H.R. Pooley.
During his visit, he toured the Navy base.
And he was a very strong believer in the military, specifically the British Navy.
A marvellous feat of engineering, this dry dock, and we are happy to have built it and passed it on to such a worthy naval force.
He was also able to catch a glimpse of Christchurch Cathedral while it was being built. Being that Churchill held a Union card as a mason, the superintendent invited him to lay a stone on the northwest tower. As he climbed the ladder to place the stone, he commented on how stiff the mortar was.
He was known for being very good-natured and humorous.
Next, he planted a hawthorn tree in Mayor's Grove at Beacon Hill Park, and the Mayor of Victoria, Herbert Anscombe, was present.
I was very pleased to address a crowd of approximately 800 persons at the Empress Hotel, to which I received a standing ovation. Rumour has it that after that I snuck away to the Union Club, and I can neither confirm nor deny that rumour. I did find that the drinking laws were very, very strict, and so I was served my favourite tipple disguised within a teapot.
That evening, on Friday, September 6th, the Churchill contingent left for Seattle for a 2-month tour of the US. In fact, in October, Churchill was actually in New York for the beginning of the stock market crash that kicked off the Great Depression of the 1930s.
And history shall be very kind to me. I know this to be true because I intend to write it.